Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the most recent episode of Smackdown from January 23rd, which was last night. So yeah, this time I did watch it live, so I'm not going to watch it as I'm recording it. So yeah, how I usually do these reviews is that I go over all the matches and segments, I rank them, and give the full show a rating at the end of it. So yeah, let's get right into it. It started off with a segment with Sami Zayn, Trick Williams, and Damian Priest. Basically the entire time they just rage baiting Trick Williams, but then at the end of it, it's Priest and Sammy brawling, and Trick Williams stands tall. I love how they're fast tracking him ever since he got called up to the main roster. He's only been here for like 4 weeks, but he is absolutely shredding that role as a heel. So yeah, great job for Trick. He's doing amazingly. So yeah, let's move on. I'm gonna go to the segment of 3.5 out of 5. Let's move on. The opening match was the United States Championship Open Challenge between... Actually, no, it wasn't Open Challenge. The match was made before. Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov, and my gosh, like, I don't know if it's too early to say this, but man, these two are wrestling soulmates, because they can never have a bad match with each other no matter what. They had a trilogy in NXT. This is, I think, their third match on the main roster, so yeah, this was just a really fun match in my opinion. The ending was a little unfortunate, but I guess... I don't know, save it for a bigger time, I think. WrestleMania. I don't know. But I love the match. The ending was, I'll live with it. I'm going to give it a 4.2 out of 5. Melo did retain, so yeah. And I'm glad they're finally revisiting the feud that he should have had with The Miz a long time ago. So, yeah, let's move on. The next up was that interview segment with Cody Rhodes, and then Jacob Fatu just comes in, and what's it called? Damn it. Jacob Fatu crashes the interview, and then they just start roasting each other. Cody brings up his time in prison and how he just doesn't think, and Jacob saying he's been very much in control. He's a mess, or he's a monster when he's out of control. And I just loved how they used this segment as well. It was pretty well done. So yeah, no crowd and the intensity added to it. So yeah, I'm gonna go to 4 out of 5. I thought it was well done. So the second match was between Chelsea Green versus Jade Cargill. Jade won in 3 minutes, and yeah, I'm getting sick of this. The only thing they've been using Jade for is to squash people ever since she won the title. It was good at first because it was making her look dominant, but it's every week. She has a match against some lower mid-carder, and it destroys her in less than 5 minutes. It's annoying. Just give us the match with Jordan already. I'm tired of waiting around at this point. Nothing's going on. Just give us the match. Royal Rumble, I presume, is where it might take place, but yeah, that's about it. The match, I'll give it a 1.5 out of 5. That's all they're using Jade for. Jadeberg is what Jordan Grace is calling her on Twitter. It's funny, but yeah. I'm going to give it a 1.5 out of 5, so yeah, cool, I guess, whatever. Third match of the night was for the WWE Tag Team Championship between the Wyatt Six versus MFT. It was a decent match, nothing too insane. It was a good match. I said decent and good. Wow. But MFT are now your new WWE Tag Team Champions. And I honestly do think it was a good decision. The Wyatt Six weren't really doing much with the titles. I don't think the titles were fit well on them, so I think it was a good idea to have them switch hands here. I'm going to give it a 3.3 out of 5. And yeah, MFT are your new tag champions, which is a great decision because that faction, honestly, is not as bad as everyone is making it out to be. So yeah, I liked it. 3.3 out of 5. So yeah, now let's move on. Okay, so it was the fourth match. It's Nathan Frazier versus Johnny Gargano. It was a good, fast-paced match. Although I'm going to miss Tommaso Ciampa, I think it'll be cool to see what Gargano can do in a singles run. And I'm liking this feud involving Axion's mask. I think it's pretty entertaining. The match was entertaining too. You had Axiom put the mask on Candice, and then Candice got stuck, and then she couldn't see, so she smacked Gargano by accident. Nathan got the win, and that's that there. Thought it was a fun match. I'm gonna give it a 3.7 out of 5. So yeah, it was a fun match. So yeah, fun, fast-paced match, like I said. So yeah, let's move on. And then next up, you had Drew McIntyre roasting his opponents, or roasting everybody, except for Trick Williams. He said, Trick Williams is a rookie, go get it, man. Yeah, Sami Zayn, everyone loves him in Montreal, but he actually sucks. I don't know, just Drew's heel work has just been so captivating. It's been really good. Especially with the title, it's working out pretty well for him. And then later on, you saw Sami Zayn arguing with Damian Priest, and then Sami Zayn just bitch slaps Drew McIntyre. It was super funny in my opinion. But for this segment as a whole, I'm gonna go to 3.7 out of 5. I thought it was well done by Drew McIntyre. I love this heel. I love how he plays as a heel. He's better as a heel than a face, honestly. They cooked with this heel turn. So yeah, he turned heel like 3 years ago. What am I talking about? And next up was the Women's Tag Team Championship #1 contendership, which, yeah, winner would face the tag champions at a later date. Match was mid, or it wasn't mid, it was decent, like I said, with the tag title match, but this one was just a little bit lower rated because it looked very sloppy. Some moves just did not connect good at all, in my opinion. It was just a weirdly paced match, and yeah, Julia and Kiana got the win, which I'm not the biggest fan of because I want Julia to do stuff with her title. So, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that, but it is what it is, I guess. So, I'm going to give it a 3.1 out of 5. It wasn't bad, but just, I don't know what to say. And then the main event was Damian Priest versus Trick Williams. Match was good. Nothing too insane, nothing too, like, out of the ordinary. It was just a decently going match. And then Sami Zayn, I mean, it was expected. I don't think they would want any of these two to take pins before the Fatal 4-Way, so Goodness was in there, and it was very expected to have that final build before tonight's match. So I think, yeah, that's that there. Randy ended the show with an RKO, and that's it. I'm going to give the match a 3.4 out of 5. Here is everything that I have ranked. Yeah, obviously the United States Championship taking #1 once again. It was awesome. So, yeah. Overall, I'm going to give the show a 3.4 out of 5. Smackdown has not been bad lately, so, yeah, pretty cool to see there. 3.4 out of 5 equals to about a 6 out of 10. So, yeah. It was good. It's been very consistent all year. So, yeah, I'm about to cough. Sorry. I gotta go. Goodbye.